Hey right guys, Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 20 of Pretty Little Liars Season 6, the grand finale, as I always say it in finales for some reason. But yeah, after this we are obviously on to the final season, which evidently I've heard, well, admittedly is what I meant to say, I've heard mixed things about, but then I heard mixed things about 6B and I ended up really enjoying it. Despite if this episode is good or bad, I do think 6B has been enjoyable, at least for me. It is, yes, it does have, stories and stuff that I can understand people not enjoying. Like the whole Caleb and Spencer storyline, it is one of those where I get, like, if you don't ship them, you're not going to enjoy that storyline, and that's completely understandable. But for me, I just think, like I've explained before in previous episodes, I was bored of Hannah and Caleb, and I was bored of Spencer and Dobie, so Caleb and Spencer I thought was quite new and fresh, and I enjoyed it, and yeah, there were some stories in 6P that could have been worked on, at least for me, and it hasn't been perfect, but it's definitely been better than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I never really do, but I'm not going to go into season 7 kind of hating it just because people say it's like the weakest season. I think most people say season 6 is the weakest and 7, but we'll wait and see. It's just everyone's thoughts, and obviously I might end up enjoying it, who knows. So yeah, episode 20 guys, let's see how they wrap up season 6. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. If you want early and uncut reactions to Pretty Little Liars, and the link to the Patreon page will of course be down below, which really does help support the channel as well. And yeah, let's do this.
If you're lying, I shoot all of you.
Like gun emoji.
Are you sure that you want to do this? First, yeah, well, I trust Caleb.
What's that dick meant to be, Hannah?
I do too.
This is so cringe. Hannah, I trust Caleb. We don't need an order.
This is between you and me.
Sarah Harvey took the bait.
No, you're going to be played. I hope they know this, that they're going to be played.
It'll be your last.
Ha! I hope so. And all at the straw. Damn. What was that kiss? I feel like he might die.
Elliot.
Cause I don't, unless he's shady. He's either shady or he'll die. Because they do seem very in love. I don't see them like falling out of love like soon. I mean, they have one season now.
Au moins les deux mots commencent avec la même lettre.
Oh.
But j'ai un bon professeur.
Why would you say it if you didn't think he did remember French?
So we think that she must be looking for something, and
Is
whatever
this going to be the episode where Spencer and Caleb?
She's our new big bad. Freaks of irony.
This plan will not
You
work.
should totally say it.
Thanks.
Oh,
But
I feel like I'm the only person in the world who just can't with these little. Oh, they're gonna go back to
the
the
records room in the old I'm never gonna see her again.
Is that like just him? Oh, dude, we like Ezra now.
I couldn't.
I'm so sorry.
This has been his best season, to be fair, or best half of the season, easily.
You've written a really beautiful.
I feel like his character is actually
I'm
developed.
here dead now, so I'm going to put my fist through. Hey,
Oh, see, I don't mind this because
thank you.
they kind of make sense now. They make sense in this story, in this world, this world of 6B. This is a banger, to be fair. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. No, no, no. Oh. Oh, I'm not doing this. This is not the Pretty Little Liars I signed up for.
Hello?
I signed up for terrible writing and shit storylines. Please don't give me jump scares.
Did you miss me?
That reaction. Sick acting there. That was
She wanted me to
horrible.
know she
They
was
better not do
pregnant.
shit like that again.
Allie, those painkillers are really strong. And they can mess with your
Painkillers do not make you see zombies.
So it's not something you're taking care of, it's someone. Would her name be Spencer?
Nope.
numbers yet, but it seems
I
like
mean, she straight up knew that, so.
Look, Spencer, I'm not the enemy. I haven't been for a long time.
Yeah, I knew that. Everyone knew that, and we're still like treating Rona like she's an outsider since she's been good since season 3, I'd say. We still just don't accept her into the group. It's like, why? Yeah, she does some shady shit here and there, but nothing really awful. Yeah, if Toby breaks up with her, that wouldn't make any sense. I'm sorry.
The fence runs along the back one with the.
The star
Are they going to touch hands again? Like, oh, my hand touched yours. Sorry.
Thank you for doing this.
Babysitting Ali. Like she's not the same age as you. No, that's a demon. That's a demon. Okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Meh, I don't care about Ali having bad dreams. And her bad acting in this episode as well.
Ellie, here. Ellie, there's nobody
Oh,
else.
the acting is cringe this
Another
episode.
bad dream. He touched me.
Right, time to put her in a
I'm gonna call Elliot.
hospital.
What's
Let's
wrong?
build back up the Radley.
How are you gonna know that Sarah's not following you?
Oh, finally, that was Spencer and Caleb scene.
And I attached.
I wish they were going to be endgame, not gonna lie. And I hate saying the word endgame, but certainly.
It's okay. Stay in touch with me.
Well, they're so perfect, dude.
Caleb,
Yeah.
I love you.
And say it back.
Go, I'll call you later.
Oh, he didn't say it back, but that was. I'm buzzed with that. I'm buzzed with that scene, not gonna lie.
She just went to.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
You're not real.
That's actually terrifying. That's actually creepy as shit. Oh, I'm getting chills on my body. I hate. It's a bit of a shame that her acting's so piss poor in these scenes. Because it actually. It's just jump scares, that's all it is, but the makeup's actually kind of creepy, to be fair.
Knock knock.
Well, you didn't knock there, did you? You walked in, Aria, so then say knock knock if you're walking in.
Actually, Jillian.
Ezra, we really did it.
Right, we just have a best-selling book. Well, we don't know, do we? And they just kissed. This is the only one I vibe with at the moment, so... If you're talking like old relationships. It's good, it's good. I mean, she is cheating on a boyfriend, which is a bit of a shame, but... It's like the best time they fucked up, not gonna lie. That's the only one I've vibed with.
If you go, I'm not gonna be here when you get back.
And that's when he found Spencer.
What do you mean?
I can't keep doing this.
Yeah, he can't live his life like just waiting for Hannah. I agree with that.
We'll work this out.
No, we won't. Nah, I don't ship these two at all. It should be one of these stories where it's like bittersweet, where like Hannah realizes, oh, how good it was until it's you don't realize how good it is until it's gone. It shouldn't be like one of those stories, but you know, it's too late kind of thing. That's how it should be going. I always say this because I just know they get back together.
Hello?
Emily?
Oh god, sick quality. Oh my god. Great babysitting job. The mall. I don't know. The church. If they do the jump scare, I'm not watching season 7, I swear. I'll actually just turn the episode off. Oh, did she go back? I bet she went back or something and he was already gone. Is she not? She didn't pay though. He left his phone as well, that's a bit excessive, isn't it?
Things may be so different now.
But they're not, so let's...
I never stopped loving you.
Oh, please don't do that. That's fine to say, but I feel it... Okay, they're gonna kiss. Don't. That's so selfish of her. I'm sorry, but it is. That's so selfish of her. She knows for a fact that he's with Spencer. And she went and said that she never stopped loving him. She's an embarrassment of a character. I can't stand her, I'm sorry. I'm gonna so much shit, but I'd get if it was a random, like, girl we'd know, like, if Kid was some random that we don't know. But like Spencer's one of her best mates.
I can hammer through.
You really think Sarah wouldn't know this is a trap? Amateurs, man.
And they're gonna take me straight to hell.
This isn't The Walking Dead, and this storyline is.
Stay here, okay?
So now, out of nowhere, we're just randomly gonna have Ali having hallucinations and needing help in the space of like 30 minutes. Well, I don't know, Toby. You with a gun ain't the best choice. Have they been caught already?
Someone's approaching.
No, you're all so dumb. You want to keep one of your noises down and turn your flashlights off?
Do you see her?
We gotta get back to Hannah.
Hannah!
Oh my god. What a mess of a scene.
Hannah?
Caleb, I'm gonna keep you safe no matter what. I can't be asked. Did they really think that A or whatever wouldn't get the one up on him? It's just not the way we want you both to love each other. I wouldn't have minded if this was like a thing maybe for the past few episodes, but it's so just randomly like, oh, we need to have like a cliffhanger for Ali, what do we do? Put her in there.
I would like to. I should have checked the floors. Caleb, who would have thought to do that?
Also, A dug up a hole from underground in the space of a
What the
minute.
hell did you bring?
Oh my god, you're all so stupid.
Rewind it. Stop.
Why rewind it, but you were watching, there's no footage of what you just watched though. I don't know what that was at all. I don't know what I just saw. Was it Ali running? I don't... Wait, what? Oh, it's a mask. Oh, I was so confused that it's a mask. Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Wait,
No.
is that actually...
I control 51% of Karasimi now.
What in the
I will
actual...
go shot.
Elliot,
Fuck.
it's supposed to be mine.
So dumb. I can't tell. I knew Elliot was shady. What the fuck? I was kind of hoping maybe he wasn't.
What?
Yeah, she would have loved this plan. She would have loved it. Well, you're all dumb. That's what we're learning here today. Again. Oh, we're doing the classic zoom out. Classic. You're all so stupid, man. I'm trying to make out she's dead or something, because she most definitely is not. Okay, there we go, guys. That is episode 20 of Pretty Little Liars Season 6. This is one of those episodes where I'm like, there are some things that I really liked about it, and then some things that I just hated. To be fair, the whole Ali going insane makes more sense now. That one thing where I was kind of like, oh, out of nowhere, it feels like Ali's kind of losing herself, and it just, I said in the reaction that it would have made sense if they were kind of building up to it a little bit in the past couple of episodes, but they just weren't. But it makes more sense that it was Elliot wearing a mask, which, no, that alone, the mask was way too realistic, so it's just bullshit. No, I don't know, to be fair, the mask you can probably make nowadays, I don't know. But, and then her mum is actually back, so her mum was just walking around with makeup, and they were trying to make her check herself into that place, so that I'm a bit more leaning towards, so okay, fair enough. And they're doing this for Charlotte. The whole reasoning behind it is still trash, but I mean, at least we've got an actual reasoning for that. We'll go through things that I did like though. Ezra having character development, I thought he developed quite well this episode. Him in 6B in general has been really good. And like when him and Arya hooked up in the episode, it was the first time that I felt like I actually kind of didn't mind it. I was like, okay, yeah, makes sense. Because like I said, like in where they are now, where the characters are now, Ezra and Arya makes sense. But the whole him being her teacher just put a damper on it from episode 1 for me. And then it was just always back and forth between them breaking up or not breaking up, and they never really worked. Whereas I feel like here they do, to be fair to them. They're not my favourite couple or anything like that. And Ezra and Arya are my favourite characters, but I feel like they're the best they've been in a long time, like consistently. I feel like Arya in 6B has been consistently good, surprisingly. She's had a couple of downs here and there, but she's been pretty consistent. And then Spencer telling Caleb that she loved him, I thought was the other decent thing. That whole scene was basically great. Yes, it kind of ruins it, the whole Caleb and Hannah kissing. I really didn't mind her, well I did, her kind of saying how she felt, like that she said she never stopped loving him and stuff like that. Yeah, that is very selfish of her, but it's like Caleb could have just been like, okay, well, whatever. But no, he went in to kiss her, and it was just like, why Caleb? I would have like respected Caleb a lot more as a character and loved him even more if he was just like, Okay, well, so I'll sum with Spencer now, and yeah, okay, have Hannah and Caleb get together in season 7 or whatever, I don't care. But in that moment, I felt like Caleb should have just not kissed her. I don't know. I know some people wouldn't love that moment, I do get it, so it is really just personal preference. But for me, I just couldn't with that. So yeah, that was a bit annoying, and then the whole trap scenario was so stupid. It was so dumb. We just knew it was going to fall through, and kind of looking back on the episode, it's so boring now watching them like set everything up and having Caleb like, yeah, I've got these cameras up there, they'll sense them, and then we've got this electric wire that'll like knock them out, drop dead, and all that shit. And it's just like, well, it's a bit cringe in it now when you were so dead certain on how it was going to be, and we just knew it wasn't going to work, and then lo and behold, the plan didn't work. How many times have the cast of Pretty Little Liars, or the characters of Pretty Little Liars, come up with this elaborate plan and it always falls through? I think it might have worked once. I think one of their plans worked once, so it does feel like the same thing. And that was my thing with 6B and why I think I liked it so much, because as soon as they introduced the A storyline, it started doing the whole thing where it did feel like the same thing that I've seen a million times, like this last episode. Like setting up a plan for A, it doesn't work and something happens, i.e. here, Hannah has been taken away. It's the same thing we've seen a million times before in Pretty Little Liars. But what I liked about 6B, especially in the early episodes of 6B, was that we were seeing storylines that we hadn't necessarily seen before. Like say, Spencer and Caleb, all these new relationships that were going on. You had Charlotte, who had been murdered. Well, they found out she was murdered later on, but you had that whole mystery behind it. And was Ezra involved? Ezra in his depression as well about what happened with his girlfriend. You had all these interesting storylines that we hadn't really seen before, I didn't feel. But then as soon as it started to delve more into the A stuff, it was the same thing. We're going to investigate this room, look around the room. Oh, Melissa's handle. Oh, Emily dropped the handle, and then A went and picked up the handle. It's just dead stuff. But there were definitely some high moments in 6B that weren't as dead, thank God. So, yeah, but there definitely were some low moments in this episode. Kind of just reminds me of that. And now looking back at it as well, do you think Elliot pushed Ali down the stairs? Maybe he did. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to give this episode I'm going to go just a 7. It was going to be a high 6, but there were some good moments in there that, had it be the 7, but the whole trap thing at the end was just cringe and awful. I didn't like that. The jump scares did get me, to be fair. Jump scares always just pissed me off, but they did get me. I'm not saying that's a positive, it's not. I'm just like, that's the first time I feel like Pretty Little Liars has actually got me with a jump scare. So yeah, I'll go 7 out of 10 for episode 20. Season 6 as a whole, 6B I'd give a 7.8 to, I think. Maybe even an 8. I might even go an 8 for 6B, but then you have to look at season 6 as a whole, and 6A was not as good as 6B in my opinion. I'd give season 6 a 7 out of 10. There were some really great episodes in there, mainly in 6B, but there was still a lot of shit in there, which is unfortunate. So I can't give season 6 as a whole an 8 out of 10, because it's just not. More like a 7 out of 10 for me. So yeah, still not as good as seasons 1, 2 and 3, but I'd say maybe it was better than 4 and 5, simply because of 6B. But then I look at seasons 4 and 5, and there were definitely better individual episodes in those seasons, especially season 4. There was definitely better individual episodes. I felt like here they were more consistent, if that makes sense. Like 6B was more consistent of just having good episodes. I think it had like one really shit one, but good episodes, whereas 4 it had like one great one, a bad one, a good one, 2 bad ones, and then a good one, a great one, and just, it was all over the place. There we go though, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed them. On to the final season now of Pretty Little Liars, which I'm going to take a week or 2 off, I think, because 30 Reasons Why comes out a week yesterday as I'm recording this. Obviously this will be a week gone by the time this is on YouTube, but for Patreon it's going to probably be a week or 2 before I get back into Pretty Little Liars. I might try and fit the season 7 premiere in next week before 30 Reasons Why. We'll wait and see. But yeah, until then guys, thanks for watching. Peace.